I think what makes the Shattering outstanding is, first of all, the story. I think the story of John is so specific, so unique, but on the other hand, it really can be spoke and told by the other people, and they can maybe reflect or understand at least what John is actually going through. And the second big part, I think, is the aesthetics, this white, sterile environments, this white void, this emptiness, this lack of color. There's actually a few reasons for that, why the Shattering is in white. First of all, we found a really interesting research that most of our dreams actually are in black and white. So that's maybe one of the, interesting backgrounds ones. And the other one, which is, I think, more importantly, is that when we see a black and white picture, right, and there's no color in it, and everyone in our mind is kind of naturally filling these pictures with color. And it came out really, really interesting with seeing people playing the game and not telling them who they are, how is it looking like, just giving them the basic shapes and kind of allowing them themselves to fill up the colors, or colors in their head, or maybe they just see it in black or white, who knows. I think that helped a lot with the immersion of the game, because that's what the Shattering kind of aiming to, immerse you as deep as it possible. We immerse the feel of the game with the gameplay by, first of all, shattering objects, shattering worlds, shattering rooms, making it something a little bit interactive with the player. So he can kind of decide to move around. His movements can also, and decisions can decide if it's going to be shattering or not, or just it happens with the story as you progress. We also did a lot with the doctor of the voice. So this mental state when you're being actually treated by someone and you're listening to their advice. They're never being very direct, they're never saying, you seeing this. They kind of ask you, what do you want to talk about? This was actually pretty tricky to make, how can we make this feeling what do you want to talk? And I want to really to feel the player to be what it's going to be. That's another aspect of it. We did also things like when you focus or look closely or investigate on certain objects, they can reveal, change to something they are not. Some of them are very important for the gameplay. The other ones can be just the smallest details or just adding to the story explanation what's going on, so it's more open. There's also a lot of themes and these moments when the player feels and see, and we're trying to bring this emotion of it's stressful right now, right? This situation is specifically stressful for John. We really would want to kind of immerse it so the player also can feel a little bit stressful, locked, closed, alone, isolated. Depends on the moment. I think these are the strongest features of the game.